if you have an interview ahead, or if you are interested to see how does a coding interview look like in Faang companies or other companies, other similar companies, so this video is for you. Today I am with my friend Shuvo, and I'll be taking his interview in Google style. And so I have already shared a Google Docs with him, and he will also going to join this meeting within a minute, I guess. So yep. And after taking his interview, I'll give him some tips, and I'll share my feedback about the whole interview round with him, so that he can improve himself, and also you can improve yourself after checking these things. And yeah, you can also use those tips in your coding interview as well, and those are the tips that I have also used in my interview. So but one thing, that I'm not fully prepared for this round, and he is also not fully prepared, so we just thought that we should do something like that. And yeah, he's with me. So good luck to us. Hi Shubho, how are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty well.
Okay, great. So it's 10:17 p.m. I guess in your time as well. So it's not very late time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So cool. So today I'll take your interview. So it's for the practice purpose, you know as well. So yeah, so for today we'll just talk some introduction part as we are doing it right now. After that, I'll just ask you a coding question, and you'll have we'll have almost 45 minutes to complete the whole round. Okay, and after completing the coding problem, you can ask me about some stuffs about the company or other things. So okay, so great. So yeah, my name is Nafiul. I'll be joining Google maybe next August. So yep, currently I'm not doing any stuff, just relaxing in my time, how I can, traveling some places in Bangladesh, and yeah, trying to train people for interviews and taking some mock interviews for friends and juniors to help them to prepare their for the interviews. So yeah, that's it. Can you tell me about yourself a bit?
Yeah, sure. So I guess this is the thing that I know uh, everything because I know myself better, I guess. So first of all, yeah, I'm currently working at Unisys Solution as a software engineer. So I've been working here for at 2 years. So beside of that, I have been working a few personal things. Like actually, I'm keen on .NET. So I'm developing few things about .NET, and other side that I love to play football. So in my weekend, I love to like playing football and gossiping with my friends. And other that, I'm doing some uh, personal project. So I guess the things I'm repeating, like gossiping with my friends, playing football, and doing personal stuff and sleeping. That's the things.
Okay, okay, great. So you are working as a full stack developer at Innosis, right? From my
Yeah,
resume, I can see that. Okay, from your
yeah.
resume. Okay, great. Can you tell me, can you share some your current role, what's your responsibilities there, and what you are doing there mostly?
Okay. Currently, I'm working with a project which based on .NET. So it's something sometimes like the Wi-Fi analyzer. So we know that application like Windows providers, its name is Wi-Fi analyzer. So currently, we are developing something like that, and few extra features as well. So most of the times, as I'm developer here, I'm working with front end and back end together. And as I'm one of the senior developer, so sometimes I have to solve the technical issue basically to all of my juniors.
Mhm. Okay,
Uh, yep.
okay, great. So are you responsible to mentor some people or some
So
stuff?
officially, not, because still I'm a developer and I'm full time working with it. And after that, as I'm senior developer here, so in that purpose, I sometimes I have to maintain my team juniors.
Okay, that's unofficially, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. So, okay, great. That's very nice to meet you. So, Okay, cool. So we can just jump on the interview, jump on the coding section, but I'm just mentioning that you might see me typing something there. So it's not I'm not chatting with someone. I'm just having the notes so that I can give you proper feedback. And
Yep.
yeah, okay, I guess that's not
Yeah.
a problem. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's start. Okay, so the coding problem for you that I have today. So it's about balloons. Okay.
Okay.
So you can think like there are a lots of balloons. Okay. So let's
Mm-hmm.
say a balloons have some voids. Okay. So that's a
Yep.
start point and an end point. Okay. So let's
Yep.
say x start and x end. So that's the void of a balloon. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So let's say it is from, let's say, 2 to 6. That means there that the balloon's void is 4, and it is start from 2 and ends in 6. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so cool. So there can be lots of balloons. Okay, a
Yep.
huge number of balloons, and let's say, yeah, we can throw an arrow, and we can burst a balloon. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So we need to figure out that if there are lots of number of balloons, what is the minimum number of arrows that we can use to burst all the balloons. So let's say there are in 2 6 there is a balloon, and also in 4 and 5 there is another balloon. Okay,
Yep.
and
Yep.
if we throw an arrow at the point 4, that means it will also burst 4 5, and it will also burst this 2 6.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, but if we throw an arrow in the point 2, that means it will just burst this balloon and not this balloon. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. Got it.
okay, that's the problem. And yeah, are you clear about the problem?
So let's just recap my understanding.
Sure.
So we have a few balloons, and if balloons have some length, so we can actually call it as a segment. So like we have few segments, like the size width of the balloon. So we have to minimize, and yeah, we can like dismiss the balloon, throw an arrow or something. So if we like we have to minimize like our throw, like the use of arrow
Right.
to dismiss every balloons, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So for your help, that I can give you a test case here. So let's say it's a sample. So let's
Hmm.
say that's the sample. And yeah, can you figure out that what is the minimum number? I'm sorry. What is the minimum number of balloons that we might need to uh, yeah, to burst all the balloons from this
Yeah,
test case?
sure.
Yeah,
So it's like 2 10 16 2 8. So if we press the 8, so there are two different segments. So 2 8 1 6, so here, and 7 12. So I guess we can brush all the things together, and the 7 12 is 10 16. There is that answer will be 2, right?
yep, exactly. So the output is true.
2.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you got the problem correctly, and yep, that's the problem. Can you think about the solution and tell me how would you solve this?
Okay. So I have few clarification questions. Can I ask?
Sure, sure, go on.
So, what will be the maximum size? I mean, the width.
The width of a balloon.
The no, actually, if we consider the 2 points, like
Hmm.
here starting and ending. So I'm just looking for what will be the maximum number of this axis, or we can call it the starting or ending position.
It can be anything between the integer range.
Oh, integer range.
Yep,
Okay. So like, so I'm typing here. Sorry,
sure.
extract. So start will be integer range. Max. Start and end both and be maximum. Okay. So we have to minimize our output, right?
Yep, we have to minimize our number of arrows that we have used. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I guess I have enough information to solve this problem.
I think so.
So
But if you think, if
let's think.
there's any
So
question, you can ask me. No problem.
yeah. So how many like balloons we have in in single test case?
It can be any number. Let's assume 10 power 5 maybe.
Okay. Balloons can be 10 to the power 5.
Let's assume it's a valid range, so no problem with the range here.
Yep. Okay. So here this one. So what if I'm thinking about like this one is segment. So I'm looking for the overlapping segment that I can reach out.
Okay,
So if I sort like the first index, so is something like if I sort this one, uh, 1 and 6, and the second one is 2 and 8, and third one will be 7 and 12, and fourth one will be 10 and 16.
okay,
So this segment we can call it the 6 is less than, so greater than the 2. So we have a overlapping portion here. So 8 is less than the 6, 7. So yeah, this one is not overlapping the 1 and 6, the 2 and 8. So here we can do 6 and 8. So we have not pushed anything here. So 6, I guess, the 2 and 8. So 7 is greater than the 6. So yeah, we can call it. We have to another one. So yeah, there is 7 and 8. Hmm. Okay. So yeah, before I guess I have a optimal solutions like this one. So if I sort the all the balloons at dependings of the x start.
X chart. Okay,
Yeah. So if we sort this like so, and then if I first we got like 1 and 6, right? So this balloon.
okay,
So now if we check any balloons are start with this range. So like 2 8 this start with this range, and 7 12 is not. So we can say that if we place any positions like 1 to 6, we can cover with the 2 8. So the two things we cover in the single arrow. So and the second we start with 7 and 12. So when we get the 12 is greater than the next x third. So yeah, we can say that we can cover this one.
okay,
So let me think a critical case here.
okay. Please go on.
So 1 6 and 2 8. So what if this one start with the 7 and ending with the 8? So there is no way to blow up. And 6 and 12. Yeah, and if 7 and 12, so I guess 6 8, and 7 is less than the 8. So we cannot do 1 because 1 and 6 as, yeah. So I guess the x end is matter. So we can sort this one as ascending order as well. So like 1 6 and 2 8. So let me think another one.
Okay,
So if the balloons finish with the 2 and okay, so I'm just copy pasting this one. So like 1 6, and this one would be 2 and 4. So in this case, we are not yeah, we can execute the this one, but we are not the, like in here is 6 12. So in that case, we can cover this by this. and this by this. So if 1 and 6, and we can cover the, if we bring the 6 and 12, so 2 and 4, 2 and 4, 1 and 6, 6 and 12. So yeah, I guess the second parameter, for the sorting purpose, it doesn't matter. But when we dismiss the balloon, we have to check every time the minimum number of the x end. So suppose here we got the 1 6, and after sorting this, after sorting the balloon with, so we can surely say that the x start will be the sorted, or like
Okay.
non-descending order, right?
Okay.
But we don't sure about, or we don't say anything about the x end. So but like first we got the 1 6, and next we got the 2 4. So I guess we have to check always the end. So first we got the x end is 6, so we check the 6 is like greater than the next x third. So we can consider, yeah, this can we can dismiss this one by a single arrow. But for the third check, we have to minimize the x end, because x end here is 2 4. So we have now the x end is 4. So we will check this one, like the 4 is great, 6, yeah, 4 is greater than or not, because no. And yeah, we have to use this another arrow to dismiss the
Like
rest of the things.
rest of the day. Okay. So let me just recap. So your solution is to sort it on the start, like depending on the
Yep,
start position,
yep,
and after that you check that if the like for the first balloon, that you check that end, and you check this if this start is less than the end.
yep.
Yeah, yeah. If that's okay, then what do you do?
Then I will move, like I will update the x end here, like minimum of the current one and the new one.
Okay,
So if we got the accent, new accent, so then I will jump to the third check or third iteration.
okay. So when you go to the third iteration, so you check this 6 with the 4.
Yeah, 6 with the 4.
Can you find a corner case for this solution?
Yeah, I can check
Yeah.
here. Like uh,
It seems like this solution should work, but there might be some corner cases. Can you try finding one or two?
yeah. So I'm checking this one.
Sure.
So yeah, here I think I have another clarification questions. So just x1 always the less than the, sorry, x start always be less compared
Yep,
to the x end, right?
exactly.
Okay, so in that case,
Either less
hope
or it might be the
it
same.
will work.
It doesn't matter, but it won't be
Yeah,
less than the first one. Okay?
yeah, yeah. So I guess so far my solution will work. So yeah, so let me think about it from a different angle. So 1 6, and here 1 4. If I got the 1 4 first, then we got the
Let, let,
2
let me
4.
just let me just separate it. Uh,
Yeah,
okay. This
so
one. So, this one.
here,
Sorry. Just for
so
clarification. Okay. Yep.
here is 1 6 2 4, and uh, the answer here we got is the 2 and 3. So uh, oh, maybe I got a corner case.
Okay.
So here is 1 6, and second one I got like uh, so assume that this is not 1 6, it's kind of 1 8,
Mhm.
and second one I got is uh, 4 and 6, right? So 4 and 6, not 4 and 6, we can consider is 2 and 6,
Okay.
and third one will be the uh, 2 and 5. Oh no, actually this will work. So 2 and 5, and 5 from 4 to like there I get again the 4 to 8. So actually I'm trying to think like the two segments are different but overlapping the single one. So I'm just checking this out. So 2 and 5. So 1 and 5. So 1 and 6. This will work. 4 and 8. So 2 and 5, I guess. What if the 6 and 8? So if I got the 5, I will ignore this one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what if I got the first 6 and 8? Sorry, there will be no chance to get first 6 and
Right.
8, because if we sort the element, this will be the ascending order.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, you got the corner case correct. So you're right. So you see your solution doesn't work here, right?
Mm. Okay, so I guess this will work here.
This will work
Uh,
in this case. In this case, will it work?
yeah, so I guess using this we need the two arrows, right?
No, I think that we can do it using one arrow. If there is this only this the first three, like let's say these are not there. There are only these three. So let's say if we pick the point two, then we can burst. Okay, wait. So 5, 2, 6. Yes, yes. In this case, we need two arrows. Right, you're right.
Yeah.
So
So
you are saying that your solution works, right?
yeah, so I'm just like thinking like the two segments. So it's something like this one. So here, so this one, and sorry, so something like this, and
Yeah, let me
something
wait.
like
Let me give you a hint. Okay. So I'm
yeah,
just copying this test case 2. So let's say test case 2 modified. Okay. So
yeah,
let's say there was your initial test case. So
yeah,
let's say for this one, your solution take here is one balloon, sorry, one arrow, and also there is the same one arrow. It works, and when you are here, so you check this 4 with 6, so you need another arrow. So
yeah,
then you 12
two,
and 10, you don't need another arrow. So the answer is 2, right?
yeah,
So yeah. So let's say it is 5 here.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So, so, so what happens? So let's say if I can say that 1 6 4 1 6. Okay, it is 5 here. Sorry. It is, let's say it is 4 here.
yeah.
What was here earlier? 6, right? So if it is 4 here, then what do you do?
So if yeah, if we see the something like
Same.
equal, so yeah, we can using the same because 4 point all is also overlapping. So we can call it like this one will cover the with one.
Okay. But if that is 5, so
Yeah, we need to use another
another
arrow.
another arrow.
Yep.
Okay. So 2 4 5 12. Okay, that means okay here 1, here 2. Sorry, so these two are use same arrows. Okay, okay. But I think it shouldn't work here. Let me just work with the test case. at
Yep.
another window. Okay, so let me just check. You can also think it. How does it work?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1 8 is 4 5 is 2 3. So we must get the 2 3 first. So this one is maximum, and if this one is minimum, then this one will be getting this one. Okay, 5's 12 and 10
Yeah.
16.
Yeah. Wait. So let's say it is three here. So if it is three here
Yeah.
and it is five here, so it also doesn't work, right?
So here, yeah, we got already 3. So we need the different.
Okay. But there's something missing. I think so.
Yeah, I think so because uh, but if we sort this like the ascending order, and we will get the minimum all the time. So we'll always optimizing the one. So I guess my solution will work because just I'm thinking the extert always will be the increasing, right? So we are if we thinking the two pointer approach or something like that. So we are at this point. So every time we have moving to the right.
Mhm.
So and by taking the minimum, we are going to the left. So I guess yeah. So if in case anyway, like the right portion will overlap the with the left. So in that case, maybe the issue will fall. So no, actually there is no way to moving to this one because we always like in this bound, and the left portion, the x start will be the minimum or equal to the x finish or x end.
Okay. So if it is
So 1 6 and 2 and 3.
okay,
So
I guess this should work. There might be some corner cases that I'm not getting right now. So, but if you are confident with your solution that it should work, then okay. Uh, what do you think the complexity will be?
okay, so I'm deleting the TC3.
Yeah, sure.
There is no way. So uh, I guess at first we have to sort our sample.
Mhm,
So here we need the n log n.
mhm,
So I mean the n means the number of balloons.
mhm.
So the sorting algorithm, and another one like, and I'm iterating the every balloons once. So in that case, we need more n. So n log n plus n complexity will need. So we can call it by asymptotic analysis is n log n.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. Go on with your solution, and we'll work again if there's any corner cases occur. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Go on.
So I'm just diving to the second page.
Yep.
So I'm assuming we have to put as answer single answer, so it will be integer.
Mhm.
So and like I'm calling it find is main arrow, or I'm calling it find main hit.
Okay.
So first, so I'm getting balloons. Like I can call it like vector of vector
Mhm.
of integer, and it's I'm going to call it by nums. So here we'll get the pair. So without this one is vector, I guess it's redundant. So we can call it by pair.
No problem.
So here we have. So first I have to sort the whole nums. So nums.begin and nums.end. So if we are going to sort depending on the first value, so by default it will get, we don't need to any compare function. So to
Okay.
reach out our goals, I guess.
Okay.
So after sorting this one, sorry, so at the beginning, like we are at the first portion we have, so we can call it the auto. So actually I'm ignoring the uppercase. So Google Doc maybe
No problem. Fine.
automatically change this one. Thank you. So we can call it car, and we are going to the nums of 0. So actually I'd like to put some base case at the beginning. So if like num dot size equal uh, 0 or 1, I can say that is less equal 1. So I'm going to return, yeah, I'm going to return the nums dot size.
Okay.
So here, this one. So now I have to iterate from the second position. So yeah, we are considering a 0, so we have to call it 1. So nums dot size, oh, plus plus I. Mm, okay. So now we are at the positions. So car of nums of 0 and okay. So and we are at the beginning. We are calling our result. Integer result will be 1 at the beginning. So now we are checking if nums of sorry current dot second. So we are checking our end position. So if this one is greater or equal to our current nums, is something like the first. So uh, if we check this one is equal, so I guess we have to okay. So let's think about it a bit differently. So it's greater. So if this one is greater, then we have to update uh, our current is something car equal to our nums of I.
Okay.
So this one we are currently update the current one. So otherwise, and if we update the current one, we have to increase our result as well, because this one will need to hit another arrow.
Hmm.
So uh, if we are not checking, yeah, this is not equal. So now we are going to like car dot second is equal to minimum of car dot second and like nums of I dot second. So okay, so at the last we have to return the result. So I guess this thing will work. So let me check
Sure.
my code once more. So here we are getting the nums. So here we are checking the base case. So and then we are going to sort the array. So if we are checking before, so yeah, must be nums 0 exist. So we are getting the car and rest will be 1. So now we are moving to the second position. So if we're checking the current dot second, if less than one the first, so let me think, is 26 or 53. So yeah, so car will be update and the result will be increase. Otherwise, the current second will be update. So we have to minimum the current dot second or nums dot second and add the end, so we are returning the result. So yeah, I guess it will work. So if you agree with my code, then I will uh, try a first test case to my code.
Yeah, sure. Go on.
Okay, so just I'm copying our TC1 at the end of our code.
Okay.
So can you see my copy pasting right now? So the
Uh,
TC1. So here
yes,
I am.
yes, I can see it.
Okay. So after sorting this one, so after this step, our nums look like this: 1, 6, 2, 8, 7, 12, 10, 16. So now the car is 1 and 6, something like, so is 1 and there is 1 and 6. So result will be 1. So, and then we are moving to the 2 and 8. So here our car and nums of I is something like 2 and 8. Sorry, 2 and 8. So here we are checking the car dot second. Car dot second means the 6, and nums I dot first is 2. Uh, 2 is greater than the 6. So yeah, here I missed the condition, I guess.
Okay.
So if the car dot second, oh sorry, this car dot second is x and nums y dot first is 2. 6 is not actually, because 6 is not less than the 2. So we are going here. So here we are checking the car dot second. Car dot second is the 6 and nums I dot second is 8. So when we are comparing this one 6 and 8, so we are car dot second is now 6. So and third iteration we are going to 7 and 12. So here the 7 and 12 and the current is still 1 and 6. So we are checking the car dot second 6 is less the 7. Yeah, 6 is less than 7. So now update the car, and car, if we update the car will be like 7 and 12. So the rest will be increased the 2. So currently the rest is 2. So and third one 10, 16, 10 and 16, 7 and 12. So here 12 and nums first is 10. So 12 is not less than 10. So here we are executing this one. Kind of second will be execute the like what is the minimum number 10 and 16. So it's sorry 12. So 12 and 16. So it's the minimum number is 12. So yeah, there is nothing to iterate right now. So we can consider that the res is 2. So yeah, res will be the 2 answer.
Okay. So cool. Um, Let me just give you another test case.
Yep.
Yeah. And let's assume that is um, 6. So, so that is 6, that is 7, and that is, let's say, 7, and this one is, if this one is 7. Okay, so let's just check this one. How does it work? So let me just go just clarify your case. So this one, so for this one, for 1 6 we got the answer as 1, and after iterating to 2 8, so we get our minimum as 6, and the 2 8 is our answer, right?
Yep.
And after that we check that if this 7 7 and it is beyond our minimum 6, so we add another one, right?
Yep.
Yep. And here and whenever we add another one, so what happens? That's it becomes our minimum, like, right? So next we check it with this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we need another one.
Okay, so currently the answer is 3, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, cool. Is there any other test case that you want to work with or test with?
Mm. Okay, so I'm thinking like your test case.
Okay.
So 1628 and 77. So 16 and 1016. So just I'm trying to modifying this one
Hmm.
actually. So if I getting any corner case,
No problem. Check it.
so 16 and 6 to greater than the 5. So no. So no, I guess my I'm pretty confident this will work.
Okay. So six. Okay. Let's work with another test case. So I'm just checking that if any corner cases comes in my mind. So just checking it up. Okay. So as
Yep.
we have some times left. So uh, okay. So can we just elaborate what will happen in this case?
Okay. So first of all, we have to sort this one.
Yep, we have to sort this one. So this
So
this will be sorted like that.
yep.
Okay,
Uh,
is
yeah.
correct.
So first 16 and then 6 is greater than the 4, and the answer will be the 5. So sorry, and will be the 5, and still we are in the like the first hit, and we are still in the first hit, and the third the minimum is 5, and this is the actually equal to the previous one. So this is we still in the first hit. So if we and 5 is the less than the 7, so we are in the second hit. So we need the 2 hit to dismiss every balloons.
We need two here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need only one for the last one, and for the first three balloons, one arrow is enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So fine. So I don't have any other concern right now. So okay. So as you are a senior developer, so can you tell me that what are some other things that you will do currently if that's your code, and there are some junior to you and he sends you this code, the exact code, and said you that please check and commit to the development branch or production. So what are the final things that you will do before sending the code to the production?
Can you please say again?
Yeah,
I missed
what
some
are
part.
the, yeah, sure. So that's the code, you got it to review, and you have to send this code to the production. And before
Yeah.
sending the production, what are the things that you are going to do right now?
Okay. So actually, I'm a developer. I just have to check few things. Like the first things, like the comment out things. So
Hmm.
if this is not necessary and not necessary, yeah. So I must have to remove the things.
Okay,
So like this one.
okay,
So here are the things. So and the second thing is the I guess the naming convention, I must say. So it's like the vector pair integer. This seems okay. So nums here, I guess this is the general name.
okay,
So I have to rename it something like balloons.
okay, cool,
This more makes sense.
okay,
And another thing, I just recheck. So here we are going to the iterate the I. So I is important. And another thing is here, yeah. So if we count the balloons and we can hear the current balloon, or we can single say that this one is a balloon. So because car is some generic name.
hmm,
So if we are diving to from this, so there is no way to get the what I'm intent to do.
yeah, you can rename it like adding car and balloon together, car and balloon, right?
Yeah, car balloon. Yeah, this will be more specific.
Hmm. Okay,
So yeah. So here, I guess this one. So we are then here is the if else block. So this is another single if else block. So it's fine to keep this one. So another thing I just put here, the car dot second is main car dot second and numside dot second. So yeah, here actually contain the main business logic here. So it's a bit tough to get this one. What I'm doing here, if the minimum, why I'm updating this one, and like why I'm updating this one. So if possible, just write something in a single line, not more than one. So is if we are containing the main business logic. So it's not necessary, it's optional part. But if we keep single line things in our main business logic, so it will uh, like increase the more code readability.
Okay.
So something like that. If we are putting 1 and 6 and 2 and 8, so if we like something like trying to minimize the range of the validation, something like validate the range. So here we are 1 and 6, so and 2 and 8, so we don't have to uh, hit here like in the seventh position, because if we put our arrow in the seventh position, then we only dismiss this one, not the this. So in that case, yeah, like the such thing we have to keep in the single line. So if we put in the single line, I guess it would be more effective. So and I mentioned again, so this is not uh, like mandatory anything, so it's optional.
Okay.
So yeah, so this one, and is the returning the result. So I guess after that, yeah, the code will be ready to uh, push in the main
Production.
repo or
Okay.
something in the production. And another thing I have to check. So if this is the something that like a test case is integrated, so I mean the unit test or something. So as this one is containing the business logic, so this have must have the unit test. So whatever this is, so I must have to run that unit test before the submitting this and check the code coverage, like the corner cases is covering or not. So if we check the code coverage and the test cases, I mean the unit test is if the unit test work fine, then yeah, we'll dive into the production.
Okay, okay, great. So yeah, that's lots of answers and lots of solutions here. So yeah, great, nice to see that you could think that much. That's great. Okay, so for today, that's all from my end for the coding session. And yep, do you have any question to ask me right now?
Mm, so yeah, I have a questions. So thank you for giving me the chance to ask the question. So the question is why you work here. So if this is not too personal, I can we can skip it. So I guess it will be good to me if you answer this one. Otherwise, yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah, you mean Google or what?
Yeah, Google. So why you are choosing Google?
Okay, okay, that's a nice answer, nice question. Yeah, Google comes for a lot of things that yeah in my entire university life, I have completed my bachelor from an university in Bangladesh, and after that I have worked for almost 3 years in a company, Innosis Solutions in Bangladesh. And yeah, in that time, what I didn't found is my work wasn't challenging, and I could work on somewhere that I could impact in more reliable and more challenging ways. So that was the main thing, that I wanted to work in a company or in some products which will be challenging and which will be impactful to the world, to the people. And I can see that okay, people are using my product. Yeah, maybe someone going with me and he is using my product. So when I work at Google, maybe I'll work someday in Google Map, and I'll use this one. Oh, wow, okay, that was a feature that I have worked on. And yeah, those are the things mainly. And Google is the best company in depending on the benefits and other stuffs, and the people works here are all people are very brilliant and from a diverse cities and diverse countries. There are lots of people and lots of different thinking and different mindsets, and you get every day uh, very nicely and very challenging, and you can learn a lot of stuff from the seniors and from the diversity. Okay, so these are the main things, and there are other things that's not much important to mention. I guess these are the things.
Yeah, thank you. So actually, I just asked a questions. So and now I have a follow-up questions, like depending on the first one. So is there anything you don't like about Google?
Okay, so currently like as I haven't joined already, so like I'm just being honest as we are discussing here. So
Mhm.
currently I haven't joined, so I don't have anything for dislikes. So currently Google gave me all the things I needed, like some uh, flexibility in joining, some flexibility in for the visa purpose or other things. Everything they were so flexible for me. So and also I received the offer so early. These was they was very good. So but what I'm assuming that the thing I won't like or I'll have like uh, I'll feel sad that whenever I have worked maybe 2 or 3 months on some code bases, and after that, like I'm not sure if that's right or not, that whenever you Google give a new product or new feature, so it give this responsibility to several teams, and they select the code from the best team. Okay, so and other teams, those codes doesn't go to the production. They are not responsible. So that's one thing that I might feel sad if that happens with me. So yeah, that's one thing. But I always would love that. Okay, people use the best thing. It might not come from my end or my from may come from my other colleagues, but people should use the best thing. So that's one thing,
Yeah,
I guess.
thank you. So I don't have any other questions.
Okay, okay, great. So thank you for your time, and I guess we are also out of our time, so we can
Mhm.
end up this session right now. Okay, great. So Faisal, so we have completed our round. So I have some feedback for you. I didn't find much negative points in you. That's very good. Congratulations. So for that, so I didn't find much negative things. Also, yep, I asked about you. You mentioned something which were yeah. I'm just sending you the feedback. So it's not official feedback. So official feedback looks different. I'm just giving you the feedback as you can know that what are the things that I liked and you have to keep doing, and what are the things I didn't like and you should change or do in more better ways. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Keep going.
Yeah, so at first I asked about you some things. So you mentioned you are working at Innosis Solutions for 3 years, and uh, without mentioning much about your current role, so you just went through your daily life, uh, like playing football, gossiping with friends in a circle. So yeah, you mentioned it. That's very good. No problem. We are human. We are not robot that we will work in most of the time. But as that was a technical discussion, you must say a little more about your technical side and a little less about your other side. So if someone is interested, let's say from my profile, you know that I like football very much. Okay, so or I like basketball very much. So you can mention that. Okay, and I'm a very good. I like football very much as you like. So that's one thing that the interviewer will know that okay, you know about myself. If you know from earlier, so for Google, uh, most of the companies shares the profile or shares the email or the name of the interviewers earlier. Okay, and some of the companies don't. Okay, so if you find the name, then go search it in maybe LinkedIn or somewhere else, and you find out information about him that okay, what is his likings, and you can mention. And also after the interview, whenever you ask, you can mention that okay, I saw from your LinkedIn that you have studied on this university. Okay, so what are the good things about this city? So you can ask something about these things. Okay,
Yep.
that's one thing. So the main point is talk more about technical things and your current responsibility and current role, and then go a little less about other things. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, after that I went there and I said that very good, can you just talk about your current project? Okay, so there was one thing I did. So yeah, good to me. Okay, so Yep, you said that you are mentoring some people unofficially. That was a good point. You should keep mentoring people, and yeah, you could also mention that as you have already worked on 3 years till now, you can say that you are mentoring some people unofficially, but you like it. Like as you might apply for senior roles, you can also mention that you like mentoring people. Like whenever I ask that, do you mentor some people, so you can say that, oh, mentoring is very like one thing that I like most. I like mentoring people, but kindly I don't have any official responsibility to mentor people, but unofficially, yes, I do. I have two juniors that I mentored those people for these features or something. Okay, so like
Yep.
that should be interesting, anything interesting. Okay, these were the things, but you didn't do any mistake here, any big mistake. There was nothing, there was good. But also you should work on, like, tell me about yourself. This question should be more nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So there was the initial discussion. Yeah, after that, I have gave you the problem. The first thing that you did was recapping the question. That if you said that, okay, let me just recap the question. That was very good. So you always should recap the question, that if you have understood correctly or not. Okay, that was good. Okay, and then you asked me some clarifying question, that what would be the maximum length, what would be the minimum length, or some other stuffs. Also, you took the note downs in the docs. We can see that you took the note down here. Where is it? Yeah, the start would be int max, balloons can be 10 power 5. That's good. Always for these key points, taking notes is very good. Okay. Yeah, also at one point you were about to modify the sample test case. You were going to write something down on the sample test case, and you didn't do it later. You just went to the next line and did it there. So that was also good. So don't modify the main sample test cases that was given from your interviewer. So it's bad. And you like, maybe unintentionally you did the right thing, and so next time you keep doing this. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, also yeah, that was, you didn't modify the sample. You did the thinking out loud part. You thought and talked with me while doing these writing stuffs and other things, and you tried several approaches on the uh, questions, and on the finding the corner cases. You tried, like, okay, what if they are this one, what if they are this one. So I did some, I tried to put some pressure on you by saying that, okay, might be it didn't work, or I was finding some, trying to find some corner cases. So, and you took it nicely, and you didn't get more pressured, you were cool. So that's good. And yeah, you tried several approaches. These were good points. And yeah, there are some other points that's good, that you mentioned one thing, that always in mock interviews people miss it, because we are doing it in uh, Google Docs, where you don't find like uppercase, lowercase things are not good here. So yeah, but you mentioned that, okay, for Google Docs there are some uppercase things, and we are ignoring this one. That was a very good part. So whenever there are something that you think that your interviewer like it is not usual, so you just mention it. That's very good. Like your recruiter, your interviewer understand that, okay, you are respecting him, that there is not something usual, and you are aware of that. Okay, that's good.
Yep.
Also, you mentioned at once that whenever you are going to test your code, and you wrote the test case under the code, and you say that, okay, can you see the test case, I wrote it down. Okay. And there was also one thing to mention, like people do scrolling, or people write, let's say I'm the interviewer and I am at the bottom of the page, I'm seeing what you did write in the code, and you somehow you go to the first line and you modify something, and I didn't see why it is. I'm just scrolling down, scrolling up, and I don't find where you are modifying. That's bad. You did a good thing. That's good. Okay. And yep, I had a follow-up, but as we like spend a little more time in our test case checking, so I couldn't go to the follow-up. But as that was my problem, that I couldn't find corner case, so that's ignorable, that I'll just ignore it. Okay. And yeah, I asked you that what you will do when you are going to send the code to the production. So yeah, you said that you mentioned two important points and one point that wasn't, like you said, that it wasn't like mandatory but optional. So yeah, explaining these points are good. You said that you write unit testing, so that's okay. And if there are no point to unit testing, you just go and say that okay, I'll just have more several test cases. I'll just test it if everything is working correctly and doing the unit test is the proper way. That's fine. And yeah, and also you said that modifying those names like balloons or other current balloons, so these were good. And yeah, some people like it in this way, like one liner. For one liner they sometimes likes brackets here, and sometimes do not like brackets. I'm just modifying your code, do not like brackets, so that's up to them. But you can mention that you could mention or not mention that. That's just one thing I'm just mentioning. So keep in mind that okay, if that's one line, what my interviewer is thinking, should I use a bracket or should I not use a bracket? That's also one point. Not all the interviewers think about this, but some might think that okay, he should use this bracket here. So there are some things. Okay. And yeah, you mentioned unit testing, and yep, those are the things. And at the finally, I thought that you won't ask me any questions, but you did. That's good. So yeah, you also thanked me for giving you the chance, for asking you the question, for letting you the chance to ask me question, and your questions were nice. I guess you copied those questions from me anyway. So I also asked those questions to my interviewers, and
No, actually, I haven't seen any questions. Like you haven't shared with me those questions you asked to interviewer.
okay,
So yeah, so I guess this will be goes to his Raj Da. So I heard his video, so I learned from this question from his.
okay, okay, great. Okay, yeah, that's a very good question. That what don't you like about your current role, or what don't you like about your this thing, right?
Yeah, so actually I was expecting you covered this site in my first in my first question. So when I found yeah you haven't covered this site, then yeah I say it again the another question.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So these all were good from your side. If I was an interviewer, I'll let you pass this round, honestly. So
Oh,
that was good,
thank you,
and
man.
your communication was also good. Your explanation was also good. You like main parts are thinking out loud and explaining those questions, and trying to one thing you did mistake. So that was not major issue because I understood your question. Your explanation was clear, but let take your interviewer with you. Like whenever you are thinking, whenever you are going below, or whenever you are done something, you just ask him that if you are clear, if you are clear. So that's very good practice. I do it all the time. I explain something and I ask him if you are clear, because sometimes our communication is not good. Sometimes our internet speed is not good. So we should try that. Okay, if our interviewer is with us. Okay, so
Yep.
these are good practices. Yeah, one thing that I need to mention is okay. So for explanation part, so you write more. The more you write, the good it is. Okay. So for explanation, let's say for a while we are there in the first test case. I'm at the top of the page currently. So whenever you were explaining this first test case, okay, so you said that okay, that's sorted. Then you just told me that we will just take the 6 as our minimum or go to this one. So if you wrote it down like that, okay, so that's our for now. That is our current things. And then at this point our end is 6, and you will just check that okay, this 2 is less than 6, so it is the minimum here. So we'll just pick this minimum of 6 and 8, which is also 6. So if you go and write it down in this way, or do some word picking, writing some words, that's very good. Okay, so
Yep.
your interviewer is very aware that what you are doing. Like sometimes I didn't understood that what you were talking, and I did that part. Okay, I was
Yep.
like going that okay, if you choose this one, your answer is here one, then it is two, then it is three. If you do it from your side, so your interviewer is very happy. So okay,
Yep.
that was one thing to mention. And okay, and also anyway, the problem in this, the things that I faced in this coding problem was I solved it while sorting it from the end. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, there was the thing. And when I solved it, I found one test case that wasn't working when sorting it from the first end. Okay, so that's why
Okay.
I was thinking about like, yeah, there should be a corner case, there should be a corner case. But maybe something was different here, and I tried finding a corner case, but I didn't find any. So your solution was good. So yeah, that's from my side. I'm just mentioning it, no use of it. And yeah, that was all my suggestions and all my feedback. I guess it will help you. Long feedback, I guess. Yep, that's it. Work with harder problems and you'll do better, inshallah.
Yeah, and thank you. And it was really, really nice session with you. So yeah, it's thank you again for your time.
Yeah. Thank you. Do you have any other question or anything to mention?
No, so far.
Okay. Thank you.